Jane felt lonely and ordered me, treated me as an older brother, felt bad about treating me as an older brother, which was not what my designation was supposed to be. Aha! So, looks like Daddy isn't used goods. Looks like you guys just, really wanted Daddy to be a slut, because he's not used goods. He is totally fresh. His hole is fresh, his dick is fresh. Hi guys, I just want to take a second to thank all my patrons here who have donated to me. No matter how much they've donated to me, it really means a lot to me. And if you guys want, you can check out my Patreon and help support me continue to make yaoi videos. Thanks guys. I find Daddy sitting on the couch with trembling hands and a half-crumpled piece of paper on the table in front of him. Wait, I'm confused. This isn't the living room though. If he just said he found Daddy on the couch, shouldn't we be in the living room? I'm so confused why we're in our office. Hey, are you alright? He turns to me with a sheet white face, sweat dots at his brow, and his eyes are wide and terror-stricken, as if he's seen a ghost. Kuro. Sitting down my keys and my coat, I quickly take a seat next to Daddy, taking his trembling hands in mine. His skin feels like ice. Maybe we have a couch in the office? I mean, maybe we do, but I'm pretty sure Daddy isn't even allowed in our office. So even if we did, he shouldn't be in here. So I think it's just a mistake. I think this should be the living room. Daddy, what's wrong?
No way.
Oh my god. I ran into her. Who? Jane. Who's Jane? Jane Doe, my previous owner. So she was your previous owner? Where did you find her? And her name is Jane Doe? Seriously? The man nods, his hand shakily cupping mine. At the park, I was taking a walk, then I saw her, and something in my memories just triggered. I started crying on the spot, Kuro. I was overwhelmed with emotion, and I didn't know why. It was like a dam of emotions broke inside of me. I slip one of my hands free to run it soothingly along his back. Oh no, a woman, yuck. Daddy takes several shallow breaths while he tries to calm down. After a few minutes, his body begins to stabilize. Jane was surprised to see me at first, and after I started crying, she panicked and rushed me to a bench. So basically it was Daddy's breakdown at the movie theater all over again. My head was a total mess, so I couldn't say much to her. Nothing coherent anyway. Well, given that you're still basically having a full-on breakdown, I'm not surprised. No, Daddy isn't used goods. Stop saying that. No. Did she say anything to you? She seemed to realize that she was a cause of my breakdown. Once I was calmed down for the most part, she scribbled down her contact details and left them with me. She said I could give her a call anytime if I'd like to meet with her. I raise an eyebrow. Meet with her for what, though? A date? Ah, you trying to get all jealous now after treating Daddy like a piece of shit? Just to clarify the past, Kuro. You have nothing to worry about. Did you just read my mind? A soft chuckle escapes him and he weakly shakes his head. Your expressions are easy to read is all. Speaking of which, you should consider fixing that. Used goods are fine if you like sloppy seconds? Oh my god, no, Daddy is our one and only. He was made for us, okay? He never had any other lovers. Okay, this is both our first loves. The man's features soften, and he reaches out to cut my cheek in his palm. His skin is warm and comforting. I'm no one's boyfriend except yours, Kuro. I won't leave you. Apparently not. You need to stop. Daddy is mine and mine only. I'm 99% sure he's making me blush. I avert my eyes with a suddenly extremely interesting couch fabric as I ruminate a comeback. As far as I'm concerned, really? Really, Kuro? Oh my god. I don't know what Video Girl is. As far as I'm concerned, we're not officially together yet, asshole. I feel his hand flinch away ever so slightly against my face. I realize my mistake the moment he pulls away. You realize it when he pulls away? You didn't think that saying that in the first place would be kind of shitty? Oh my god, I kind of hate this MC. I'm a little bit done with him. I don't know what to say about him. I don't know what to say. Not yet, huh? I didn't say that. You're obviously hallucinating. I try to defend myself, but even I can't help but realize that somehow through all of this, my feelings for Daddy have changed a lot. MC, stop it and wake up. You have everybody's dream guy and you're being an ugh. Anyway, what are you doing about Jane? Are you going to talk to her? I don't know. Encourage him to talk to her? I'm okay with it either way, whatever. What do you guys think? Should we encourage him to talk to Jane? It's an older anime. Denial is not just a river in Egypt. I'm not in denial. I'm not in denial about anything. Be more nicer? You can't be more nicer. You can just be nicer. Encourage him to talk to her. Call Jane. The first one. Okay, it seems like you guys want me to... You want me to encourage him. I think you should at the very least. You deserve to get closure. The man purses his lips, seemingly conflicted.
No way.
I know that I said I wanted to meet her, but now that I have, I'm not sure. I'm not so sure anymore. I'm scared. That's perfectly normal if you ask me. All things considered, this woman knows about a past you that you don't remember. Daddy seems to relax a little more, which is internally relieving for me too, and he cracks a small smile. Thanks, Kuro. I feel a little better now. I mean, I'm still nervous, but it's nice knowing that I have your support. I nod. Plus, now that I think about it, I've been causing you a lot of trouble lately due to my quirky moments. I should seriously get myself figured out, even if only for your sake. Video Girl Isle's like a dating tool and shows you how to get a girl, but you can't have her as a girlfriend? Okay. Seems like a weird anime. His selflessness makes me smile. I still don't understand how he can be so nice to me, considering that it's my fault he's like this in the first place. Do this for yourself, Daddy, not for me. Anyway, if that's all, I'll be in my office. If you need anything, give me a holler. Take as long as you need to talk to Jane. I set it down on my desk and boot up the computer. I never could have imagined that he'd run into Jane so soon. I wonder what sort of person she is. Let's see. Daddy mentioned meeting her at the park. I pull up the security camera footage from the area and put it on See, what is he doing? What is he doing again? Guys, he's doing this weird shit again. Do you remember how, like, after our parents didn't visit, he, like, turned on some camera and watched them in the living room? He's doing something creepy again. I pulled up the security camera footage from the area and put it on fast forward. How is he getting the security camera footage? Until I spot Daddy. As bad as I feel about spying on him, I want to know what sort of person his previous owner was. If he's going to potentially meet up with her again, I need to know that I'll be safe. I am so confused. This still hasn't been explained and it's making me uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't like all this stalker spy shit. I don't like this. This is really uncomfortable. Like I don't know. MC is such a creep? Yeah. Oh my god, I watched as Daddy strolls through the park, admiring nature and being a big sweetheart, and being the big sweetheart he is. Are they gonna ever explain this? How he's able to do this? At the same time, in another camera feed, a brown-haired woman is walking in from another nearby entrance, and it's obvious that their paths will soon cross. You have to inspect used goods? Oh my gosh, you're terrible. Daddy stops when he sees her, and his expression twists in confusion. There are clearly a million thoughts going through his brain at a mile a second. Similarly, the brunette stops in her tracks, her hazel eyes widening. She recognizes him. As she walks over, I do what I can to increase the audio levels. No way! Aren't you John? Really? Jane and John Doe? Jane? Daddy's voice is so soft that the microphone can barely pick it up. And even with the audio enhancements. Maybe it's like the Truman Show? Oh my gosh. Regardless, his eyes are welling with tears. He's visibly on the verge of a breakdown. Thank God our stupid-ass government decided to invest in such good security equipment. But how are you accessing it? How are you accessing this security equipment? Oh my God, John, are you alright? At this point, frantic tears are streaming down Daddy's face in the midst of an emotional breakdown. Jane quickly runs over and guides him to a nearby bench, where she sits him down. John Doe sounds familiar? I mean, what do you mean? John Doe is just a term for someone like who can't remember themselves. Fumbling through her bag, she pulls out a wad of tissues and hands it to him. Thanks. John, what the hell are you doing here? I mean, everything.
No way.
Daddy. Wait, why am I saying in a deep voice?
Daddy, my name is Daddy.
His name isn't John anymore, lady. It's Daddy.
Okay, Daddy, take deep breaths. Everything's okay. You're going to be just fine. By the way, what kind of sick pervert is your new owner that they name you Daddy?
I can't even imagine what Daddy must have been thinking in that moment. If anything at all, he looks like he's in so much pain. And why is this Jane person bad-mouthing me?
I'm sorry, Jane. I'm so sorry.
MC sneakily plants microphones on everyone now. I can't help but bristle when I hear her say the word us. I know it shouldn't bug me since Daddy is with me now, but it still hurts. Suddenly I hit pause on the security footage. Wait a second, what am I thinking? Why did I just... I quickly shake my head, hoping it'll get rid of the blooming emotion within my chest. Right now I should be focusing on Daddy. Whatever this is, I can worry about it later. I purse my lips and close my eyes for a brief moment in mental preparation before hitting play again.
I can't. Shh, don't speak. Take a deep breath and calm down, alright?
For the next few moments of the footage are mostly Jane stroking Daddy's back as he slowly recovers from his mental breakdown. That's my back, Jane. Only I'm allowed to stroke it. You get it? This game is supposed to be a slow burn. Soon enough, his breathing is regulated, and his trembling becomes barely noticeable, at least as far as being captured on camera is concerned.
Take another 10 minutes or so to calm down before you head home, okay? Or is there anyone I should call to come get you?
You didn't even explain anything, Jane. Daddy quickly shakes his head.
Don't want to worry, Kuro.
A mixture of guilt and pride resonate hollowly inside of me. Guilt that I'm technically responsible for. This is in the first place, and pride that... Wait, what? Guilt that I'm technically responsible for this in the first place, and pride that despite the obvious pain he's going through, Daddy still worries about me. You wish they have a little background info? Don't trust the crazy lady? Jane takes a pen and a sticky note pad out of her purse and scribbles something down before removing the written note and pressing it into Daddy's palm.
Here, my contact details are on it in case you ever want to talk.
Daddy barely manages a nod, and after ensuring he'll be okay, Jane leaves. I lean back in my chair, tilting my head to stare up at the ceiling for a long moment. Everything aligns with what Daddy told me earlier. Not that I doubted him in the first place, I'm just glad Jane seems like a decent enough person. Yeah, not that you doubted him. Then why did you look at the security footage? MC's never gonna wake up and realize that he has the same feelings because he's a creepy stalker that watches security footage because he can't even trust Daddy. Sitting upright, I fast forward through the footage for another 10 minutes to ensure nothing else happened to Daddy before he came home. I promptly shut off my computer afterwards. Well, now what? I twiddle my thumbs and bite my lower lip as the image of a shaken up Daddy re-enters my mind. I hope he's okay. I exhale deeply. I can't help but wonder whether or not Daddy has already called Jane. It's good if he did, but this is annoying. But there's this annoying, incessant kind of burning but panging feeling in my stomach. What the heck is this? Indigestion? Finally, it hits me. I stand up in defiance because there's no way in Sweet Spring that I'm going to go along with that stupid trope where a romance genre protagonist realizes that he's in love with the leading male character. Not to say this is a work of fiction or anything. Wait, you're not going to go along with it? What? No, realize that you're in love with him, you piece of shit. I can't possibly be, could I? I quickly shake my head, causing my head to hurt like a heck of a lot. Why would your head hurt just from shaking it? Oops, I skipped that. There's no way I can be in love with Daddy. I mean, I try to conjure up every excuse imaginable, but none of them make reasonable sense. Okay, use your rational adult thinking, Kuro. I take a deep breath, then count to 3 and give a big exhale. Okay, even if there's a smidgen of a chance that I'm in love with Daddy, that's not what's most important right now. Daddy's health and sanity come first. Which MC is worse, this one or Zach? That's really tough, actually. Because Zach is a real creeper, and always trying to get with Brayden and like peep on him and stuff, and violate his like personal space. But this one is kind of like an asshole and kind of abusive, and also is like sort of a stalker that spies on Daddy. They're both terrible people. Daddy's health and sanity comes first. Plus, this entire mess was my fault in the first place. Do I even have the right to be in love with him? Bah, overthinking things isn't going to do me any good. With my mind and mouth settled on a unified opinion, I decide to go downstairs to check on Daddy. I look around, but Daddy is nowhere to be seen. Daddy? There's no response. I look all over the place, but he's nowhere to be found, and his cell phone and wallet are gone too. Instead, I find a handwritten note at the kitchen table addressed to me.
Kuro, I've gone out to meet with Jane and discuss things properly with her over coffee. I'll be back later. Daddy.
The moment I read it, I feel an unruly pain in my chest. Something I haven't felt in a long time. Jealousy. At least Zach isn't in denial about having feelings towards someone. Yeah, I think Zach mostly has sort of accepted that he's into Brayden. Screw this. This confirms it, if there was ever any doubt. I'm truly in love with Daddy. Hey, he just confirmed it too. Okay, he knows it now. Although I don't know when it happened. What if he and Jane reconnect or something and he falls in love with her again? What will I do? A darker part of me answers that it'll be my fault if that happens, and perhaps him staying with Jane would be better for him anyway. Be honest with yourself, Kuro. You don't want to lose him. My next words are spoken in a voice so strange that I barely recognize it as my own. Daddy, please don't leave me. Oh no, Daddy's gonna leave us. He's kind of done with us. Is the chance of losing Daddy to a woman what it's going to take to make the MC treat Daddy properly? Perhaps. It's late in the evening by the time I hear the door unlock. I'm quick to jump to my feet as a familiar face enters the house, looking tired but content. Daddy, Without a second thought, I throw myself into his arms, wrapping myself around his lean torso and burying my face against his chest.
Oh? Whoa! Did you miss me that much?
His tone is teasing, but I can feel his arms folding over my back to hug me close.
I'm sorry I'm late. We ended up talking a lot more than I expected.
I'm unable to find anything to say. My overthinking mind is just grateful that he came back to begin with.
I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry if I worried you, Kuro.
I'm glad you're home.
I make an effort
to calm him down before I pull away. How'd the talk with Jane go? The man sighs softly, sounding content.
It was good. Sit down and I'll explain everything. Oh, before that, do you want some hot chocolate?
Yes, please. For some reason, it doesn't taste as good when I make it myself. Daddy laughs, and the sound is like music to my ears. A weight lifts off my chest when I realize we might make it through this.
That's because you're capable of burning water. I don't know anyone else who can manage that.
Gee, thanks. You didn't ruin a moment there or anything. Daddy takes a sip of his hot chocolate before beginning the story.
So in the order of events, Jane felt lonely and ordered me, treated me as an older brother, felt bad about treating me as an older brother, which was not what my designation was supposed to be, and returned me.
Aha! So, looks like Daddy isn't used goods. Looks like you guys just, really wanted Daddy to be a slut. Because he's not used goods. He is totally fresh. His hole is fresh. His dick is fresh. Everything about him is fresh. And, like, ready for me. Okay?
She was told by Ryan Works that my memories would be wiped and I'd have the equivalent of a factory reset before I'd be sent out again. Obviously, she was confused when I recognized her.
He's still pure in all R's. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Daddy ain't no sloppy seconds. That's right. That's right. Well, whatever those weirdos did to erase your memory, it didn't work.
Yeah, since I've reconnected with Jane, my memories seem to have stabilized, so I shouldn't have any more weird episodes. Probably.
I nod slowly, the release sinking in while simultaneously draining me of energy.
Anyway, Jane is happy that I'm with you now, and she's offered to stay connected if I want. Apparently she still sees me as an older brother figure. But I want to ask about your feelings on the matter before I decide.
What do you mean? I'm okay with it, of course. He smiles softly, but it's strained.
I know you were supportive about me meeting with her at all, but I could tell that you were worried too. Like, you were super encouraging, which was nice to hear, but in your tone I noticed that you sounded a bit sad. I know you're worried about me, and I can't blame you for that considering how I've been acting these past few months. I'm sorry for causing you so much stress, Kuro. I don't want you to have to worry about me.
I can't deny that I've been worrying about him, especially not when it got to the point that I spied in on his conversation with Jane at the park. Come to think of it, I should probably come clean about that. Really? Can we come clean about that? Are we gonna explain how we did it in the first place, too? This seems like a bad idea. I set my mug on the coffee table before turning to Daddy. So, Daddy, here's the thing. I've sort of been spying on you all the time. By the way, there's something else I need to apologize to you for.
What is it?
After I went upstairs, I took a look at the security camera footage from the park to see your interaction with Jane. It's not that I doubted you or what you said or anything, I swear. I just wanted to know what kind of person your previous owner was. Part of it was that I was worried about the kind of person you'd be meeting up with, and another part of me was insecure, I guess. Daddy's expression morphs into one of confusion and stunned shock.
Huh? Insecure about what?
I was scared that you'd return home with her. You know, leave me. Oh my god, he's really telling him? I know, like, this is sort of a secret that I feel like you're supposed to take to your grave. I move my gaze to my lap, afraid to see what sort of expression Daddy is making. I hear a short shuffling noise and feel the couch sink farther in as he wraps his arms around me, tightly hugging me.
You're too cute.
I'd never leave you, Kuro. Besides, since things are fixed now, I have no reason to do that. Don't worry, alright? I'm here for the long run.
His words hit me deep in the heart. I buried my face against his chest, relishing in the warmth and comfort. I'm sorry for spying on you, Daddy.
I forgive you, Kuro. Thank you for being honest with me.
Ugh. Hearing him say that only makes me love him more. Wait, what did I just think? My shoulders slump in defeat, probably assuming I'm nervous or scared. Daddy holds me tighter. Either way, I appreciate the comfort. Okay, I don't know, you were saying to just max out appeal? Like, fine, I'll max it out. That's appeal, right? Yeah. I mean, I'll max out appeal. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be good. I feel like it's too late for any of this anyway. You deserve so much better, Daddy. He does deserve better. He deserves me, like the real me. Thank God Daddy's a cinnamon roll. Aww. Daddy is a delicious cinnamon roll. There, I maxed out appeal. Okay. I wonder if we're gonna have sex with Daddy now. I hope so. If we come to terms with it. If we come to terms with our love. It's been a week since Daddy met up with his previous owner, Jane. No, it hasn't. It's been 2 weeks. What? No, it was day 100 when that happened. And now it's day 114. It's been 2 weeks. What are you talking about? Whatever. It's been a week since Daddy met up with his previous owner, Jane, and I have a terrible concept of time. Things have settled down, but are still a bit strange. Daddy hasn't run off anywhere randomly. Then again, that only seemed to be a one-time thing to begin with. However, he still has these personality quirks where he suddenly acts all out of character all of a sudden, although they don't last too long. Daddy is getting too sexy for us? Why can't real guys be like him? Ugh, I don't know. I thought that things would have gotten better by now since he figured out his past with Jane, but for some reason he still bugs out every now and then. It's to the point where I've started naming his personalities. I receive an incoming phone call from Daddy. Hello?
Good to see you.
Hey, babe.
He's purring. It looks like it's the flirt this time. Hi, Daddy.
Just thought I'd call so I could hear your beautiful voice. It's like butter for the ears.
Of course you did. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I found out that trash day and garbage day have been switched.
Alright, noted. Thanks. Not that it's worth calling me over.
Now you should come home and have some fun with me.
Nope, we're not going through this again. Oh my god. So you admit that you love him, but you won't fuck him. I hang up and lean back against the chair with a deep sigh. If Daddy's still acting up, doesn't this mean that the problem has to do with us? With me? Am I the reason his personality is so messed up now? If I had read that stupid manual earlier, we could have avoided all of this. On the other hand, maybe the thing with Jane might have still happened since Ryan Works fucked the memory wiping thing up. Everything else though, damn it. I arrive home to find Daddy setting the table for dinner.
Good to see you.
Welcome home, Kuro. Dinner will be ready in a sec.
His voice is strained, and I notice that he is trying his hardest to force a smile. I guess he remembers the call from earlier. I'd be embarrassed too if I were him. Thanks, it smells good.
I thought I'd keep dinner simple today. I'm sure with some practice even you can make this dish.
Who wouldn't want a phone call like that? You wish you had a boyfriend to check up on you while you were at work? I know, check up with me while I'm at work, talk about how much they want to fuck me. That'd be a nice call to get. I try for a wry grin as I hang up my coat. Maybe you got an awful lot of faith in me, Daddy.
Someone has to, right?
So you'd think. I sit across from him at the dinner table.
How was your day?
Alright, pretty normal. How about yours? He hesitates before smiling, telling me all I need to know.
It was alright, but, well, you know what happened.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for calling randomly like that. I don't know why I thought you couldn't wait to hear about Trash Day being switched.
Yeah, well, I'm used to it. I guess it's fine.
I've been thinking a lot about what's been happening to me, and I feel awful for causing you so much trouble. I completely understand if you want me to leave or something.
Pain and guilt pang within my chest. I shake my head. No, Daddy, the last thing I want is for you to leave. Promise that this isn't your fault, and I'll say I promise that this isn't your fault, and I'll say it as many times as I need to.
That's my line.
There's not a hint of amusement in the man's voice. My heart's sinking at the edged weight of his words. Honestly, you deserve better. You deserve someone who can take care of you properly.
You're the one who deserves better, Kuro.
Oh my god, he's apologizing again.
I've put you through so much crap from the very first day I arrived here. I don't know how you put up with it. It seems like the longer I'm around you, the worse I make your life.
The way he averts his eyes to the side, the corner of his cheeks twitching nervously, and his eyebrows crinkling. I've seen this exact scene in cheesy TV dramas way too many times. Please don't say what I think you're about to say.
No way.
I'm serious, Kuro. I think it's best if I leave. I can't keep dragging you into my messes. What is going on? You should be able to live a normal life, and I don't want to cause you any more pain.
I love you.
I really do love you, Kuro. Be it a boyfriend or not, from the bottom of my heart, you've become someone very special to me. If we'd met under different circumstances, I'm sure I would have fallen for you even then.
The way he speaks simultaneously sets my heart aflutter and cuts me deep, like he's both confessing his feelings to me and breaking up with me because he's moving to France or something along those lines. What am I, a teenager experiencing their first love? What will you do if you leave? I'm surprised that I'm able to keep the tremble out of my voice, even though it's a struggle simply to stop myself from screaming and begging for him to stay.
I'm going to go back to Rhineworks and get things fixed.
Can't you do that while you're still here? He slowly shakes his head, a sad smile spreading across his thinly pulled lips.
No way.
I don't know what's going to happen to me from here on out, Kuro. I don't know if it'll even be possible for them to fix me. More than that, I just don't want to give you false hope, nor do I want you to see what I end up becoming afterwards should things go wrong.
But I don't want you to go. As much as I want to say that, do I truly have any right to? When this all began, I wanted him to get out of my house. When I let him stay, I did so begrudgingly. I shake my head, mostly as a refute to my own thoughts. I see your point, and if there's any chance for you to get better, it's best for you to take it. Daddy nods slowly. When are you planning on going?
The day after tomorrow. It'll take about a day for me to get things sorted out. I think packing won't take too long considering how few things I have.
I bite my lower lip, stifling back a protest. What good would arguing with him about it do at this point? Literally, just tell him you love him and have sex with him and he'll stay. Even so, I don't want to give him the wrong... I don't want to leave him with the wrong impression. Daddy, I'm not going to say that you haven't caused me trouble, but you've brought me a lot more happiness. And trust me when I say, being this cheesy is physically painful, so you know I mean it. Sure, we had some bumps and bruises along the way, but what relationship doesn't have its problems? I just wish we could do this together. A weak smile touches the man's lips.
I get it, but this is a little different. The problem stems directly from me, and they always have it.
No, I should take some responsibility for what's been going on with you too.
Kuro, are you busy tomorrow?
Shit, I've got work to do, don't I? What do I tell him? I'd love to skip work to stay with him for the day, but I can't afford to lose my job. Alright, I think I'm actually going to end the stream right here, guys. Right before this important choice. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning into this live stream. Next time, I'll pick, I don't even know what is the good answer here. I don't even know. Yeah, such a cliffhanger. Good, good. Cliffhangers are good.